Welcome to the Spice Rack, where I read spicy books and then proceed to traumatize my husband with them. And today we are talking about Ice Planet Barbarians. Or really, I'm talking about it while he sits and listens. Also, I gave him a stack of publicly available art of Georgian Vector to peruse while I talk about it. Just stop me if you have any questions.
If this is anything like the Dorito one.
Oh, okay. I had to think about that.
Really? You forgot about the Dorito one?
Yeah, I did forget about the Dorito one. Alrighty, so. Content warnings. Alien abduction. Straight up assault of that nature. Some dubious consent business. Death of side characters. Survival situations. Food shortages. And surprise pregnancy.
You and your horny aliens.
Oh yeah, that's the German cover. Now they all should be decent.
I've noticed the Germans and the there's another one. The Japan always have.
Also, I have the special edition.
They always have like better artwork. Did you notice that?
Okay. So part 1, because this does not have chapters, it has parts.
Oh my god.
We get introduced to Georgie Carruthers, our FMC from Florida, right after she has been abducted by aliens.
Please tell me that's not Loki.
We'll get there.
Is his name Loki?
No.
I was about to say, because he looks like Loki when he was started to turn blue.
I've barely even gotten started. We haven't even met the blue aliens yet in the story. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, we get introduced to Georgie Carruthers, our FMC from Florida.
The chick?
Yep. Right after she has been abducted by aliens. Yep. No build up to it. We're already there. Like straight in the beginning. She's waking up.
Somebody's
boom,
about
there.
to get probed.
She wakes up in a holding cell full of other women. Young, healthy women that were grabbed for nefarious purposes. Now, on the ship, there are 2 different types of aliens.
So is this where she got abducted?
No. We'll get there. Give me a second. You're moving way far ahead. Okay. On the ship, there are 2 different types of aliens. We have what's called the little green men, which are pretty much described as your standard alien. Think Asgardians from Stargate. You remember those? I don't have a picture of them because I couldn't really find one, but I really didn't look that hard. No, we'll wait. But anyway, the little green ones are the brains of this operation. Okay, what?
I'm sorry, but you definitely.
Oh, we'll get to that part.
We'll
get to that part.
You wanted to traumatize me. Your other stuff, the what was it? The Saga, that didn't traumatize me, but this is giving me thoughts. This is no. This is no. Why?
Okay.
Ow.
We haven't even gotten there.
Ow. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. Anyway. Did you even hear a single thing I just said about the little green men?
Yes, little green men. 2 different aliens.
Asgardians from Stargate.
One do the probing, one don't.
All right. And then we have what's called basketball heads. Not that they have big heads, but their skin is pebbly like a basketball, and they have big fish eyes. These guys are the security detail, the cell guards. They are tasked with keeping the cargo in line and are given permission to deal with the women however they see fit. Yeah, we don't like those guys.
This is all fan art, right?
Some of it's commissioned art from the author.
Because a lot of his horns keep changing.
Yeah.
And so does his face.
So,
and his
but it's
color.
different artists and different. Some of it is fan art.
He's got big feet and hands. You know what they say about big feet and hands? Big shoes and gloves.
We're still on the ship.
Wait, what the? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he only has 4 fingers.
Yeah. Okay. Now where was I? After a while, and I'm talking weeks on the ship, the girls come up with a plan to distract the guards, steal their weapons, and hopefully force the aliens to take them back to Earth. They barely get the distraction part started before the ship hits some turbulence.
He don't have horns on this one, and this is an actual cover art.
Which one? Yeah, that's the original.
But he has no horns.
Well, yeah.
And his hair's black, and his is blue. He's got scales, and he's just a normal human.
Yeah, that probably is a normal human. Yeah, it's a photo that's been manipulated.
No. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's curled in this one.
Yeah.
But all the other ones are long.
Okay.
And pointy. That's nipple. You can't show that.
Okay. So where was I?
Ship.
Ship hit some turbulence, and the bad aliens drop the entire cargo hold. The whole thing and everyone in it.
What do the bad aliens look like?
I told you, the little green men and the basketball heads.
Oh, I thought the little... okay, so the bad aliens picked up the women.
Yeah, the bad aliens were ones that kidnapped the women. All right, where was I? Oh yeah, they dropped the entire cargo hold, the whole thing and everyone in it, and we assume at this point they have intentions of returning for it. The shipping container that contains some girls in stasis and some not crashes onto a mountain on a frozen planet that is Not Hoth. That is exactly what is referred to as Not Hoth.
Or, oh my god, what's Loki's planet?
I don't know. Most of the girls survive the crash, but with injuries. And Georgie, who is the least injured, gets the fun job of going into the snowy wasteland and looking for help. It's either that or they wait for the bad aliens to return, or starve. Georgie has a fun time fumbling around the frozen wasteland. She runs into interesting flora and some dangerous fauna and a snare trap.
Oh, the one I just saw. She's hanging upside down.
And by run into, I mean she literally was running back to the ship when the snare grabs her. Upside down and in a panic, Georgie blacks out as a white fur-covered figure approaches the snare.
Give me a second.
It's the last one. Oh. I can see them. And we meet Vectel. Our 7-foot-tall blue alien with horns, a tail, glowing eyes, and ridges in quite a few places. And in his POV, he is smitten with our Georgie, instantaneously. But it's more than just insta-love, his Quee resonates. They are fated mates.
I bet it does, especially in some of these pictures.
Oh yeah, the word Quee is going to come up a lot, so buckle up. Also, this is where the fun starts. Because to protect his mate, Vectel takes her to a warm cave, undresses her, and decides to have a taste. While she is unconscious, mind you.
Are you supposed to be traumatizing me, just not making me, stop giving me ideas?
Yes, that is the way she wakes up to the giant blue alien
Between her
tossing
legs.
her salad. Which she is rather calm about and kind of enjoys it, until he is done with the taste test and tries to move on to other spicy shenanigans. That's when she sets her boundary, she kicks him in the chest, and it hurts because he's hard as a rock. The end of part 1.
Top or bottom? According to this, he's got 8 abs.
Yep. Alright, Vectel, a little offended that his mate would reject him, but this is the point where he notices she is actually covered in bruises, crash landing and all that. And we get the infamous, "Who did this to you?"
Oh my god.
But she has no idea what he's saying, and he has no idea what she is saying. There is a language barrier. They do try that. But he takes his strides, and he sets out to take care of his mate. The next morning, or after a sleepy passage of time, they leave the hunting cave, and Vectel tries to take her to his home cave. Georgie does not want to go to the home cave, and she needs to get Vectel back to the cargo hold so he can help rescue the other girls. Which, again, the language barrier issue, it's kind of difficult to get him to understand.
Don't tell me this is going to turn into what I think it's going to turn into.
Just wait. So instead, Georgie gets some food, some raw meat, because that's apparently how they eat their food, and gets a bath in a sulfuric piranha-infested waters.
That is what I'm talking about. Yeah. You want to talk about traumatize me? I've got all sorts of freaking things going through my head. And one of them is worms dangling in the water for fish.
But those are actually, those are kind of like anglerfish.
Wrong thing that I'm pointing at as a worm dangling in the water for the fish.
That's his tail.
He's butt-ass naked in the water.
Well, yes.
Dangling worm in front of
a worm. He has a log.
I've seen some things in my life to make my imagination, and you know how I am, and I really don't, and my brain is racing to actually imagine that, and I don't want to. Oh my god, my head's hurting now.
Alright. But Vectel scares the piranhas away with the berries that he's got in his hand.
Sure as the berries, according to you, and not the log that's scaring them away?
No, the scent of the berries is what scares them away.
The scent of the berries? Yeah. They're not even in the water.
Well, he crushes them up before they go in the water, crushes some of them, and then he uses them as soap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even still, the thought of being naked in hold on. How is she in that water?
It's just sulfuric water. Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a hot spring. It smells like sulfur.
Okay.
Or rotten eggs.
You said sulfur. I thought
Sulfuric.
you saw sulfuric acid.
Well, I mean. Okay, so where were we at? We're at the bath. In the bath, Georgie kind of promises Vectel spicy fun times if they go back to the shipping container.
His tail's in a very bad spot.
Yeah. Now, granted, he has no idea that there are others and has no idea why this little creature that is his mate wants to go up the mountain, but he agrees. So they start up the mountain, and she rides on him piggyback.
Hold on. Which one was that?
Because he moves faster that way.
Where's your tape so you can, like, show them?
There's nothing that you can see on that one. That one was on Instagram.
Now you see my trauma thoughts. Look at the teeth on those suckers.
This one was from Eliza Art.
Here's the piggy.
Okay, piggyback.
Weird part is she's got different clothes on.
Okay, where was I at? So, yeah, she rides piggyback, and he moves faster that way. Also, he's 7 foot tall with legs, and he's built for snow, so, yeah, piggyback is best. He goes towards the mountains, but stops to make camp, which upsets Georgie because she wants to get back to her people.
How tall is she?
Normal woman size. My height, probably.
Because he looks as tall as me compared to you. That don't look no 7
foot.
I'm 6'2".
I'm assuming she's not like 6 feet tall.
I'm 6'2".
I know. My height is 5'5".
And their height, he looks only 2 inches.
Well, this one he looks like the normal size.
Taller than.
But this one definitely looks more like 7 foot.
I was about to say, in the other ones, he looks like he'd be my height compared to you.
Mm-hmm. Where was I at? Let's see. He goes towards the mountain, but stops to make camp, which upsets Georgie because she wants to get back to her people. Got to remember the language barrier, so he can't tell so she can't tell the hows and whys he does things, and she can't express the urgency. So she stomps off without him and ends up falling into a cave. End of part 2. Part 3, the cave. It's full of critters Vectel calls Metlax. They are basically Yetis, bipedal and covered in white fur, taller than Georgie, and they come in groups. And they attack Georgie. Vectel jumps into the cave, and the critters have an instant scatter reaction to Vectel. Yeah. He throws Georgie over his shoulder and starts walking out the cave. And he's a little pissed off. Not at Georgie, at himself, because he failed to protect his mate, but you know how hard that is to express in charades. Back at cave camp that started this whole mess, Vectel comforts Georgie and a snowstorm starts. To pass the time, they kind of play a game of name that body part. You know, to help with the language barrier and all that. Next thing we know,
you know what this is reminding me of?
What?
That old-ass movie where the aliens and the humans are fighting each other, and the alien ends up being a female. But the whole entire time they thought that he was a dude. He ends up having an egg, and I can't remember the actor's name.
I don't even know what movie you're talking about.
He ends up protecting the child as his own. That's what this is kind of making me reminded of.
Okay. But anyway, what was it named? That body part? To help with the language barrier and all that.
Because they did that in it.
And the next thing we know, Georgie is teaching Vectel what a kiss is. And then they have spicy fun times that go on and on for a good while until they both pass out from exhaustion. We're not there yet.
The look on your face on your face has me worried. How you like reenacting things.
The next morning, or whenever they wake up, I'm not sure exact passage of time on a planet that has 2 suns. Because, it has 2 suns.
It's got 2 suns, but it's cold.
Well, that temperature depends on how far away it is from the stars of the solar system. Because Tatooine had like
2 suns,
but Hoth had 1. And then what was that planet from Pitch Black? That one had 3. Vectel goes out solo to provide for his mate that he is finally claimed. He is very proud of himself. Anyway, instead of finding food, he finds a body. Specifically, a human body. And this is when Vectel realizes Georgie is not alone. Part 3 has dramatic ending.
And now he realizes why she was so...
Yep. Part 4, Vectel shows Georgie the frozen body he found. It's one of the girls that Georgie left behind, so they rush to get to the cargo hold and the other girls. And Vectel gets introduced to her shipmates. And he's kind of in shock because females are rare in his species. And now he has a whole gaggle of them. No, this is not a harem because
Okay.
Bechtel is a one-woman.
That's what I was about to ask, because you told me to wait, and I was like, why do I have a weird feeling this is going to be one of those?
Nope.
One man in a planet of all women
No.
kind of situation?
No.
You know what I mean?
No. There's actually more men. It's not a harem. Bechtel is a one-woman alien critter. And this is something he makes known to the other human girls, that he's very possessive of Georgie, even around other females. And they give Georgie shit about it. Because crash landing on an alien planet and finding a husband in less than a week.
Yeah.
It's great.
We sent you out for food, and you come back with the
husband. But this is told from Bechtel's perspective, where he doesn't understand any of them, and it's hilarious. But Kira, one of the girls, understands him. She was the only girl the bad aliens gave a translator earpiece to. They literally stapled it into her head.
Oh, God.
Yep. So now we can have a one-sided conversation through Kira.
I was thinking she was one of those bilingual or whatever you call them people that they hear and they learn kind of situations.
No, all these women were from.
You know what I mean?
All these women were from Earth, specifically from America or Canada. So they all speak English.
Well, at least the Canadians will be able to handle the cold planets better than the
Yes,
Americans.
but Georgie is from Florida.
Well, Oh, yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Good luck with that.
Okay. And he lets all the girls know that they are sick. They have what's called quee sickness because none of them have a quee.
I'm sorry, but they should have came up with a different name than that.
Okay.
Because all I can think of is queef. Every single time you say that, all I can think of is the word queef.
Okay. So he goes out hunting, gets them some food and furs to keep them going while he and Georgie go home to his cave to help. Because as much as he wants to, he cannot rescue 5 girls alone.
Queefs. Miss.
You're stuck on the queef. Let's move on from the queef. Okay. I say 5, but really there's 11 because 6 of the girls are in the walls of the cargo ship in stasis. But Bechtel doesn't know about that. So Georgie and Bechtel leave the cargo hold and head to Home Cave. On the way to Home Cave, Bechtel stops at a place called the Elder Cave to rest and get some spicy fun times. Yeah, and Georgie, after being fed and satiated, notices a blinking light in the wall of the Elder Cave. Satiated.
What is up with you in these books? Jesus Christ.
But she notices a blinking light in the wall of the Elder Cave. Yep, turns out the Elder Cave is a spaceship. The spaceship works somewhat, that we know of. The computer has just been in sleep mode, and it knows English. It knows all the common languages, according to the computer.
So is it a bad alien ship, or is it their race's ship, and they basically just...
We'll get to it.
Why is this making me feel like they've had prior contact with these species before?
So Georgie talks to the spaceship, and she learns that Bechtel's people, the Saqui, crash-landed here on Not Hoth.
So I was right. They used to be a...
Yeah, a very...
but then they basically went backwards.
And the air is poisonous. We are told that they will die within 8 days of landing if they don't take a quee. The quee, this is where we learn what the quee is a symbiote.
How's it spelled?
Khui.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, the quee is a symbiote that alters the body's chemistry to survive the icy planet. It also lengthens their life. Think Goa'uld from Stargate. Yeah. Only it doesn't take over their minds, it just buries itself in their chest, warms their bodies, filters out the poisonous air, and vibrates when they are near their fated mate.
They wouldn't be Goa'uld.
Goa'uld.
Yeah, because there's two versions of of them. They're the good and the bad. The Goa'uld or the bad. Yeah, the Tok'ra.
The Goa'uld and the Tok'ra. But they were the same. They were all symbiotes.
Yeah, but they weren't called Goa'uld. The Goa'uld is basically north, south, east, west. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just it was a name. So, but think of the symbiote.
The symbiote is a Goa'uld. But yeah, it lengthens their lifespan and filters the poisonous air out. And what was I like? Oh yeah, vibrates when they are
basically exactly like them.
Yeah, vibrates when they are near their fated mates, or sweet resonance, as Bechtel calls Georgie. Also, Georgie uses the ship to upload the Saqui language into her brain. So no more language barrier. Although there are still some cultural barriers, and we will get there.
Oh my god.
But now Bechtel can explain that he needs to gather hunters, rescue the women, hunt down a creature called a Sakhotsk, Kohtsk, and get everybody a quee. The only
Sorry,
the only thing is, if they take a Quee, they cannot leave the planet, from what I understand.
And they just take the thing out?
No. From what I understand, no. And Georgie is still kind of holding out hope to getting back to Earth. But first, the rescue.
There's got to be a way. There's no way in hell that you wouldn't be to either, one, be able to take it out, or two.
Well, from what I understand,
eventually there's got to be. There's no way in hell that they would be, that there's not a possibility of some sort.
I don't know. Maybe. But this is also first book, and we're kind of establishing stuff, so there may be some things we learn later.
Yeah.
But
at the moment they can.
Yeah. They make it to Home Cave, and the place Vectel's people live. And Vectel is chief, by the way. And his ex-lover is the village healer.
Ex-lover, so they do have...
Yeah, they'll have relationships before, but when their quees resonate with someone else, they will instantly, latch on to the person. Yeah. All of them have quees. Their quees resonate, or vibrate in their chests.
The heart?
But the village healer, interesting thing, she has a special quee that will encourage other quee to accelerate healing. Yeah, it's a weird thing.
This name.
Remember, you remember that episode in Stargate where the one chick would do
hand.
Yeah.
Well, it was a device that did it.
Yeah, but I mean, kind of like that. It's an interesting little thing. Anyway, Vectel speaks to his fellow hunters about the issue, and they are excited because, again, females are rare, and Vectel resonated with one of them, and even though she did not have a quee, resonate back,
he resonated.
He was very happy. And it's at this point that Vectel drops the bomb on us that the quee mainly resonate with fertile pairs.
It's a short alien woman. How the hell is he not gonna?
Well, anyway. And Georgie, was under the assumption that interspecies cannot breed, has been having a lot of unprotected spicy fun times with Vectel.
They can or can't breed?
They can, because the Quee only resonate with fertile pairs. Specifically, good compatibly fertile pairs.
So it's got a built-in genetic scanner?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
But, and again, she's been having unprotected spicy fun times with Vectel. And she's late. It hasn't even been a week.
Please don't explain what it looks like.
It hasn't even been the Quee? Or the baby?
No.
Well, anyway, it hasn't even been a week, and that's not how it works for humans, but alien babies, I guess.
Yeah,
so surprise pregnancy.
It would be a balance between the two. I don't
Probably.
see it working that fast, though.
I did kind of look a little bit ahead because there are some spoilers.
Because it'd be it's genetic.
Yeah,
I mean, even if
the Queens already said that yes, they will work fine.
Even if they are compatible, it still wouldn't have worked as fast as that. There still has to be a balance between the two.
What do you mean a balance between the two?
She wouldn't have fucking pregnant instantly.
Well, alien babies.
Still, even with
the Queen said
it might have been fast. It might have been fast, but it shouldn't have been that fast.
Yes, surprise.
You get what I mean, though.
But part 6, the rescue. So getting back to the shipping container is a breeze with a group. They stop at the Elder Cave, and a few of the males have English uploaded into their brains. And other than that, they make it to the container without issue. When they get there, most of the girls are passed out due to quee sickness. Remember, poisonous air, and I have no idea how long it's been. But they get the girls hydrated and fed.
Ships have filters?
It broke open when it crashed. That's how they knew they were on a.
So it has no
planet.
Shields or anything to
block
out.
This is just the cargo hold. It's not a full ship. They dropped the cargo.
I know, but it's just. Does it have power?
Enough to keep the ones in stasis still in stasis.
I was going to say it should still have some form of a shield that would be shielded around it to keep the atmosphere and stuff inside.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But it was broken open. It was snowing inside. Let's see. They get the girls hydrated and fed, and Georgie
need to hydrate them.
Yeah, and Georgie can hear some of the dudes start to purr or the quees start to resonate, but they are on strict orders not to act until the girls agree to it. Yeah, that's what it is. It is. It vibrates like a purr.
Oh my god.
But yeah, there are strict orders not to act on it until the girls agree to it. Georgie talks.
Really? Like him?
Yes. Like him.
Like the
I know.
How is it? The kettle?
Yeah, pot kettle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Georgie gave them strict orders, not Bechtel.
Good. And George's like, bet you ain't getting any if you...
Yeah, pretty much. But Georgie talks to the girls, explains the whole Quee issue, the resonance, and that they may be stuck if they take a Quee. But as they have no idea when or if the bad aliens are coming back, the ones awake decide to go with the Quee. Also, they decide to wake up the ones in stasis, to Bechtel's surprise, and everybody else's. And they give the ones that woke up from stasis the same choice. And fate may have it that right as they decide to stay and are getting ready to go hunt down the little creature they have to hunt down to get the Quees,
It shows up.
Kira's translator chip starts screeching and the trackers embedded in their arms start glowing red.
Oh, bad guys.
Yeah, indicating the imminent return of the bad aliens. That sub-problem is solved pretty quickly because they carve the trackers out of everyone's arm and toss them into the Metlock cave that Georgie had fallen into earlier.
Ow.
Yeah. The ship comes, hovers over the Metlock cave, and then leaves. Never to be seen again, we hope. And they go on to hunt the creature. It's a giant deer-like creature that the Quee breeds in, I guess. They take one down and get enough Quees for all the ladies. Georgie takes the Quee first, and when she wakes up, her eyes glow, and she feels the vibrations for Beth.
Oh my god. I thought it was just a race thing. No, you're right. Hmm? Her eyes glow after taking the symbiote. Freaking
gold.
Yes.
And they go off into the woods for some spicy fun times and happy ending.
All of them, or just
Bechtel and Georgie?
Oh, I was about to say.
But one of the hunters, Raahosh, Raahosh, ran off with another girl, Liz. So I guess whose story is up next?
Oh my god.
And that is also like Georgie with her glowing eyes.
See, even with that one and the other ones, that one the other one's like he looks a little more humanoid. That one he's got, like I said, looks like he's got scales. He looks more dragon-like.
He's got ridges.
He looks more like dragon or demon.
I mean,
you know what I mean? And his horns are curled.
Yeah.
The other ones were pointy.
Yeah. Well, fun fact: she didn't actually recognize he was an alien until she reached down while he was down there and felt his horns.
Ozma gonna make.
Also, he has ridges on his tongue.
Love you.
Any questions while we're at it?
No.
All right. So I've got a whole bunch of other spicy reads in my little TBR bowl.
Were you done with this already?
You're done with what? Yeah, the book's over. That's all from the book. It was a very short read.
Oh, there's not a second chapter?
There's more books, yes. Oh. And I have that in my... Oh, but you're going to draw out what we read next. Or I read and traumatize you with next.
My book.
All right.
Huh. What is that smell?
What smell?
It smells glue. After you started opening it.
Guess what's next?
The fuck, Kelly.
So next up is Morning Glory Milking Farm.
That name. Oh, Jesus Christ.